Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are. I'm so happy to see you again. I know it's been a little while since I've spoken with you, but here I am. And today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Now, you know, I'm a reader and I encourage my authors to read because this is a great way of learning more words, opening up your vocabulary, and creating your own writing style. Now, a few weeks ago, I bought a mystery box of books, and it was so exciting. You might recall I did a video of it, and you could see how excited I was. And you know, who wouldn't love a mystery box of books? And in that mystery box of books, there was this little book, and it's called the Shakespeare Thefts. And when I was unpacking it, I thought, oh, it's got Shakespeare in the title. Oh God, who knows what that's going to be like? Surprise, surprise. It was really, really, really good. So there it is, The Shakespeare Thefts by Erik Rasmussen. And I'm going to recommend it. Now, I'm not a fan of Shakespeare. In fact, I will run a million miles rather than read Shakespeare. If Shakespeare was the only book available for me to read, I would learn how to paint. That's how much I dislike Shakespeare. However, this book is incredibly interesting. It talks about, let me say that when Shakespeare died, only half of his plays were actually written down. Did you know that? I didn't know that. And so in 1623, a volume was published that had all 36 of his plays, and they were called the First Folios. And there was only a limited print run because we're talking 1623, so it's a really long time ago. And to own a book was a pretty special thing. But Erik Rasmussen and his team of researchers are looking for these first folios. And this book is a series of essays about the first folios that they've found and what the stories are behind those first folios, the provenance, the what's happened to them since they were printed, who has owned them, what's happened in their histories, and the things that they learn from the looking through the first folios, like the things that the authors, that the owners have written in the margins that give a hint about what life was like or what the history was like, or just little comments that people make. Now, I'm somebody who writes in my books because, well, they're my books, you know, I can do what I want. There are some books I don't write in. I mean, my old books up here, no way, no, would I ever desecrate them because I love them to death and they're very special the way they are. But my modern books, my new books, in fact, you know, even this book, I have underlined things and, you know, there are things that I want to share with people. So, oh, excuse me, I've got an itchy nose. And so I underline things and I make little notes. So that's my life, my right. I bought it. Never do it to a library book, ever, 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 of course. But if it's your book, you can do with it what you want. However, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to recommend this book. Now, even though it's got Shakespeare in the title and I looked at it and I thought, oh, I don't really want to read it, I'm so happy that I did because it's educational, but it's funny. I was actually lying there in bed giggling to myself at some of the things that were written in here. And I really love the comments on the back cover. Because, you know, there's usually comments on the recommendations, I should say, on the back cover. And I think the one here from the Washington Independent Review of Books sums it up really well. You don't have to be a Shakespeare fan or a rare book expert to enjoy The Shakespeare Thefts. Light and lively and a highly accessible read. And then a couple of reviews down, the literary review says, blah, 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 blah. This is a gloriously geeky book. It is. It's fantastic. It is really geeky and really fun to read. I highly recommend it because it's just so interesting. And that's what I'm telling you about today. Take it or leave it. That's it for today. I'm so happy to see you. Please watch again and I'll be back soon. Bye for now.